Beyond ATC connected.
Hello, 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 if anybody's here yet. Alright, not to worry, we are not going to be flying in the dark. But it does look like it's rainy in Zurich, so let's have a quick look at some of this other stuff here to see. A fatal error has occurred in Beyond ATC. Okay. That's not terribly... That's not a good start. We had a worse start before this already, where things just were not really working. But such is flight simming. It is pretty much a continual nightmare. This wouldn't connect. Okay, so we got past
Beyond
that.
ATC
Let's see if it's going
connected.
to... It might have been because I connected when it wasn't loaded into a plane yet. Maybe it interrupted it loading all these things. I really got to get Twitch chat up here because I can't see if anyone's saying anything. Okay, that looks better. So that's Beyond ATC, sort of loaded. We'll have to tune in the frequency and ADAS and stuff when we get there. On air is connected. That's good. Next, I'm going to pop out some displays, which is super exciting for those of you watching the stream because you don't get to see my cockpit here. I don't have the GoPro hooked up for this today. It was honestly... It's been very hot, and I've been trying to eliminate extra sources of heat. I'm going to strap in the cockpit, which means I'm going to set the little coaster brakes on my chair's wheels so that I am not going anywhere. Okay. Those are popped out. That looks good. Get back to that in a second. We'll get Cabby started here. Has it generated all the voices? It looks like it has. We can start that, and we can start on our...
Hello, this is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard on this Iberia flight from Zurich to Madrid. We are currently preparing for departure and we will be taking off shortly. Thank you for choosing to fly with us today. Este es el capitán. Bienvenido a bordo de este vuelo de Iberia de Zurich a Madrid. Actualmente nos estamos preparando para el despegue y pronto comenzaremos a rodar. Gracias por elegir nuestro transportista.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board. My name is Ila, and I am the cabin crew member on this flight. We ask that you please fasten your seatbelts at this time and secure all baggage underneath your seat or in the overhead compartments. We also ask that your seats and table trays are in the upright position for takeoff. Please turn off all personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones. Smoking is prohibited for the duration of the flight. Thank you for choosing Iberia. Enjoy your flight. Damas y caballeros, bienvenidos a bordo. Mi nombre es Ella y soy miembro de la tripulación de cabina de este vuelo. Le pedimos que se abrochen los cinturones de seguridad en este momento y aseguren todo el equipaje debajo de su asiento o en los compartimentos superiores. También solicitamos que sus asientos y bandejas de mesa estén en posición vertical para el despegue. Apague todos los dispositivos electrónicos personales, incluidas las computadoras portátiles y los teléfonos celulares. Está prohibido fumar durante la duración del vuelo. Gracias por elegir Iberia. Disfruta tu vuelo.
Alright, so, doesn't look like we still don't have any traffic. Yeah, PSXT is
Hi,
just
it's me again. I just thought I'll share some information with you. Our flight today will take approximately 1 hour and 58 minutes. The weather in Madrid is sunny. We expect a smooth flight with a small chance of light turbulences. Please relax and enjoy the flight. Hola, soy yo de nuevo. Quería compartir algo de información contigo. Nuestro vuelo de hoy durará aproximadamente 1 hora y 58 minutos. El clima en Madrid es soleado. Esperamos un vuelo tranquilo con pocas posibilidades de ligeras turbulencias. Que tengas un buen vuelo.
Alright, let's try FSLTL instead, see if that'll give us some traffic. It seems to me like PSXT has been literally causing SimConnect to break. SimConnect is a piece of core software that allows other third-party apps to connect to the sim. And yeah, see, it is failing, and but it is working for anything that was connected prior to PSXT. So as soon as PSXT tries to connect, it breaks it. Fortunately, it seems like anything that was connected before will continue to work. I was talking with a friend of mine, and I said semi-jokingly that I'm going to blame these issues I was having yesterday and earlier today on PSXT, and it seems like that does appear to be the case. So, all right, well, we are.
Ladies and gentlemen,
not going to
shortly
have
after
traffic.
takeoff, we'll start serving snacks and drinks. You can find our Sky menu in the seat pocket in front of you.
I guess that's fine.
Damas y caballeros, poco después del despegue comenzaremos a servir bocadillos y bebidas. Puede encontrar nuestro menú Sky en el bolsillo del asiento frente a usted.
So it is just loading fuel at this point. We can't actually start our flight on air yet until you can see the fuel is going up, but the payloads, so the passengers and the cargo, that will come after. But we can set up a bit more on the we can start programming the box. So, GSX keeps popping that up, but the Phoenix actually handles it all, which is nice. But it does still make a little beep sound, which is slightly annoying. You see menu flight initialization, so we'll request it, but we are flying Iberia 3475, I think. 3475 from Zurich to Madrid. Interesting. Okay. Okay, there we go. Refueling IRR in alignment in 4 minutes. So Now, here comes the passengers. So we are IBE 3475. According to my SimBrief OFP, we have got a cost index of 8. Again, geez, that is just... So, flight level 370, which the box last time told me was not possible. So, we'll see. We'll see if it actually is possible or not. I don't know why it's complaining about the side sticks. I feel like I don't know what they've done with the null zones on this plane. I will give you a fair warning. I'm a bit of a grumpy pilot tonight. I've had nothing but shoddy software creating problems.
Passengers boarding started.
And it is almost an epidemic in the flight sim world. There are so many cool applications and there are so many that have so much potential and yet are somehow just severely lacking in quality control. Which is a shame. Alright, it's going to be a pretty decent flight, hopefully. Might take us a little bit longer than we have time for, but we'll finish it, don't worry. We're still loading fuel. I'll wait until that's done before I start the APU. We can, however, go and check to make sure that Beyond ATC can still talk to us. Let's hope. Let's check an ATIS. That's good.
India 1355 Zulu, wind variable temperature 19er, dew point 18, QNH 1015, rain, landing runway 14, departing runway 28, transition level 070. Advise on initial contact, you have information India.
It's very interesting that the first time I push a button for Beyond ATC, the speed brake resets itself slightly.
Temperature 19er, dew point 18, QNH 1015, rain, landing runway 14, departing runway 28, transition level 070. Advise on initial contact, you have information India.
India, QNH 1015, runway 28, that's what we're expecting.
1355 Zulu, wind variable temperature 19er, dew point 18, QNH 1015, rain, landing runway 14, departing runway 28, transition level 07.
Okay, we'll come back to that.
Ethiopian 504.
IRSs are aligned.
Ethiopian 504, roger. Airborne frequency 132.575 and
We are still loading. Oh, we can actually see people coming through the jetway here.
Ethiopian 504, thank you. Monitor ground 121.8 for push and start. Morning.
121.8 for push and start. Ethiopian 504.
And we should be seeing the payload moving up in on air as well. Yes, it is. So we're getting there.
23 uniform Lima, request taxi.
Runner 23 uniform Lima, turn
Let's
left towards
talk
4,
to clearance, get our ATC clearance here.
Left, link 4, or short of link 4, and 121.8, they run 23 uniform Lima.
Clearance, Iberia 3475, ready to copy IFR clearance to Madrid with information India.
Iberia 3475, Zurich delivery information India correct, expect runway 28, BB1 X-ray departure, so squawk 4035.
Expect runway 28, VBIT departure, squawk 4035, Iberia 3475.
314, and we're fully ready.
Iberia 3475, read back correct. Contact ground 121.905 when ready for push or start.
13257.
We'll contact ground on 121.905 when ready for push or start. Iberia 3475. I don't know why. Of course, this one of my devices, of course, would not work again. All right, well, let's get that out of the way. Our squawk code. Clear that. 4035. Of course, it missed one. 4035. There we go.
Swiss 76 Juliet, contact 119.230. 119.230.
And looking at the box, so we've got runway 28, VB1 X-ray departure. Insert that. I will go look at the chart for that. It is going to be 7,000 feet, so we'll get that in. And that's good. Is our fuel fully lifted? Yes, so we got fuel is full, so we'll get the APU on and start it. And once again, for some unknown reason, start doesn't work. Always got to do that twice. Beats me. Ghosts in the Phoenix. Passengers are almost done. Baggage is lagging behind a bit as usual.
Portugal 669 is able taxi Echo 5. Taxi Echo 5. Taxi to Echo 5.
Just looking at the taxi chart, should be pretty easy taxi. The Phoenix has really good GSX integration, where I barely have to use the menu at all. It'll, once we get to pushback, I think all I need to do is turn on the beacon and it will request pushback for us. I just turned on the APU bleeds, so we are fully ready for pushback and engine start once everything is on board. We can't quite do our performance calculations yet until we get those last couple of bodies on the plane, so we get accurate weights. Actually, the bodies are on. It's the cargo now that we are waiting for. Sure, this is okay. It must be. Aircraft loaded. Okay, so let's go to... We can send this all to the MCDU for the weights. See, and now I get a message saying cruise level above max flight level. And I cannot remember what page it specifies the max flight level on. I thought it was here somewhere, but it is not. Well, we should get the winds. We got that earlier. So it must be on... It's not on performance. Performance only has this page. It doesn't matter. We'll try for 370. If that doesn't work, we'll see if we can ask for something else. Let's get these numbers here real quick. 28 runway is wet. We will have the packs on. Got the live weather. Calculate 127.146.146, flaps 1, and flex tempo 54, and we can just send that to the MCDU, and there we go, 127.146.146, flex 54, and flaps 1. We are all set. I'm going to hit the beacon button, and that should, actually, that should start triggering it. Just like that. Disconnected the external power. Ground Iberia 3475 ready for push and start.
Iberia 3475 Zurich ground, pushback approved. Face east.
Face east, Iberia 3475.
Oh, SE Alpha 16. Alpha 16 as well, okay, I'm 836. Tell them 1001, push full beam echo 18 and start up through. Delta 134, hold short Alpha 134.
Oh, before we do that, we are now in the green for on air, so we'll start tracking that. Oh, it made it a bit darker outside. Alright. One hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, we'll be just a little bit late. We started the stream a bit late because of the previous SimConnect issue. Alright, there's the tug being connected.
Student 8404, are you ready for departure as well?
Affirm, we're ready at 840, good morning.
Good morning, taxi to Echo 5.
Echo 5, after that, 840.
We'll take a look at Beyond ATC's taxi map, which is new. So we want the nose to the left, which is facing east.
Release parking brakes.
Release the parking brake.
Kilometer 351, it will be Alpha 52 for you, turn left on Alpha, hold short Alpha 9.
I think I will just start the engine from out here because
did you call 1351?
Look nice.
Alpha 52 for you, turn left on Alpha, hold short Alpha 9. Just confirm, we got the one Alpha 45 from TagWatch, so Alpha 52 is that more new? That's the latest I got, so for now we will switch you to Alpha 52. Okay, 52 it is, KLM 1351.
That was kind of nice. I wish there was other traffic there.
On behalf of the crew, I ask that you please direct your attention to the crew members as we review the emergency procedures. There are 6 emergency exits on this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you. Note that the nearest exit may be behind you. Should the cabin experience sudden pressure loss, stay calm and listen for instructions from the cabin crew. Oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose like this. Pull the strap to tighten it. If you are traveling with children, make sure that your own mask is on first before helping your children. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing and evacuation, leave your carry-on items behind. Life rafts are located below your seats, and emergency lighting will lead you to your closest exit. We ask that you make sure that all carry-on luggage is stowed away safely during the flight. While we wait for takeoff, please take a moment to review the safety data card in the seat pocket in front of you. Thank you for your attention. Damas y caballeros, en nombre de la tripulación, les pido que dirija su atención a los miembros de la tripulación mientras revisamos los procedimientos de emergencia. Hay 6 salidas de emergencia en esta aeronave. Tómate un minuto para localizar la salida más cercana a ti. Tenga en cuenta que la salida más cercana puede estar detrás de usted. Si la cabina experimenta una pérdida repentina de presión, mantenga la calma y escuche las instrucciones de la tripulación de cabina. Las máscaras de oxígeno caerán desde encima de su asiento. Coloque la mascarilla sobre su boca y nariz, así. Tire de la correa para apretarla. Si viaja con niños, asegúrese primero de que su propia mascarilla esté puesta antes de ayudar a sus hijos. En el improbable caso de un aterrizaje de emergencia y una evacuación, deje atrás su equipaje de mano. Las balsas salvavidas están ubicadas debajo de sus asientos y la iluminación de emergencia lo llevará a la salida más cercana. Le pedimos que se asegure de que todo el equipaje de mano esté guardado de forma segura durante el vuelo. Mientras esperamos el despegue, tómese un momento para revisar la tarjeta de datos de seguridad en el bolsillo del asiento frente a usted. Gracias por su atención.
The A320 is just a nice looking plane, though.
Tow truck disconnected.
It really is. I'm going to be flying the 777 a lot, but I also want to fly this on shorter flights. Makes more sense than taking a 777 on like an hour-and-a-half long flight. There's not many of those in the real world. So we are pretty much all set here. We're just waiting for her to give us the all clear. Then we're going to call for taxi clearance and we'll get on the way. There's a taxi light. Oh, that's bright. Ground, Iberia 3475, ready to taxi.
Iberia 3475, runway 28 taxi via inner Alpha, Alpha 1.
Via inner, interesting. Taxi to runway 28 via inner Alpha, Alpha 1, Iberia 3475. And this is the new bit, and I really like this. Oh, it's even got the text in it, so it's got a real map of the airport as the sim reports it. So it's also great when it gives you really wonky taxi instructions, because you can easily see what it thinks you have. And this makes sense. So inner along here, still inner, and then still inner, and then over to Alpha, Alpha 1. This is really nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. A couple of things. We've got the... Why aren't the signs on? Signs on. I am looking at the checklist items there, by the way. Cabin check. We'll set the spoilers to... Not that way. Armed. Flaps. We'll go to flaps 1. And we'll do a takeoff test. Takeoff config test, rather. Slats not in correct position. There we go. They hadn't fully moved yet, and the cabin will get to. And we can turn the APU bleed and ignition and the APU off at this point. So everything should look nice and dark in the test. Let's go taxi. Break off.
Thank you.
Bit of throttle. Does the tiller work? Yes, it does. Excellent. We should probably do a flight controls check while I'm going here. So we'll look at the lower ECAM there a bit. Elevator. Elevator does not work properly at all. Do these work? These work. Okay, so I think it's because my yoke is working and the...
2367, vacate runway via Zulu, then continue taxi on Alpha and uniform.
Interesting. Okay, I wonder if... I should probably look up a bit more. Yeah, because I'm taxiing the two things. That might explain what the issue was. I wonder if I should... I don't really want to disconnect this, because if I do, I don't think I'll be able to... Actually, I might be able to reconnect it. Let's try it. Let's see if that will make my joystick work better. Yes, it does. Okay, good. They were interfering. That makes sense. Let's get the... windshield wipers going. Because they went through all this effort to make the little smeary textures, so... feel obligated to use them when it's actually
Good morning, quality 296 go for service status 31 right.
Quality 296 go, good morning, runway 31 right, land with 060 degrees at the altitude.
2931 right, quality 096 296 go.
Iberia 3475. Contact Zurich Tower 118.1.
118.1, Iberia 3475.
CGA partner from Charlie line up away runway 24 Shadow 7 intersection departure. Roger, line up and wait
Okay.
via 07.
We're basically ready to go. We've got a company message, but that's just the load sheet and stuff. I usually ignore that. I think there might be a way to turn that off. Actually, I probably should. We'll hold short here. We'll call the tower and see if we're good to go. Tower Iberia 3475, holding short runway 28 at Alpha 1, ready for departure.
Yeah. Ready here, line up behind.
Iberia 3475, Zurich Tower, wind variable, runway 28, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 28, Iberia 3475. Again, software. Just stop telling me. Okay. Runway, landing lights, runway turn-off lights.
Check
strobes.
A cars.
That's what I just did.
Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff.
CGA partner from Charlie runway 24 please today, on wind 21015, just 21. Set for takeoff before the partner for Charlie. Have a good one. Right.
United 947, runway 24 Shadow 6, clear for takeoff, wind 260 degrees, 180.
Clear for takeoff, runway 2406, United 947.
Alright. We are lined up. Get this into flex. Come on. There it is. Again, the D10's very, very touchy on this plane. There's 80 knots.
Alitalia 107, runway 18.6, clear for takeoff, wind 250 degrees, 15, good speed. 1 left, takeoff, Alitalia 107.
Rotate.
Airborne time logged.
Gear up.
Iberia 3475, contact Zurich departure 125.955.
125.955, Iberia 3475. Let's climb. Departure Iberia 3475 at 2,800 feet.
Iberia 3475, Zurich departure identified. Climb to flight level 180.
Climb flight level 280, Iberia 3475.
280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280. 280, 280.
really want to hand fly, but these damn thrust levers keep, like, they're the flippin' same. Just stop. They keep, like, dislodging themselves from the detent, which is ridiculous. Again, it's in the detent, but it keeps saying it's asymmetry. Like, it's not, like, they're not lined up. I'm just going to bind them both to the same axis again, because this stupid plane can't actually handle them. In the detent, in the detent. And asym, like... It's ridiculous. To make that message go away, I moved it a tiny bit, but it didn't actually move. I guess I gotta change the dead zones on that, which I can't do in flight because it will 100% break everything.
20.4 for flight level 160, currently on a 310 heading.
I also don't know why the plane thought we were going to approach face. We're not. We're in climb. Thank you very much. Must have been because there was so much terrain there. I don't know. These are some nice camera angles, I think. I quite like this one too. Looks like we're going to have some interesting weather.
We are now climbing to our cruising altitude. We will be starting our in-flight service shortly. You can find our sky menu in the seat pocket in front of you. Ahora estamos subiendo a nuestra altitud de crucero. En breve iniciaremos nuestro servicio a bordo. Puede encontrar nuestro menú Sky en el bolsillo del asiento frente a usted.
Just beautiful. There's some weird artifacts back there, but VNH flashing at me, so standard. I can see a bunch of the cockpit stuff on my physical hardware here, so that's why things are looking a bit different. I am kind of disappointed, though. I did install this SimFX stuff, and I don't think I've seen anything from that yet. And it is enabled. And... yeah, I don't know. So far, it feels like this was a waste of money, to be quite honest, because I haven't seen any of these things from the nice screenshots. Not yet seen any of these in practice. .10,000 feet. Landing lights come off. We'll set the seatbelts to auto. Is there auto in this plane? Yeah, they're in auto. Oh no, seatbelts are just on and off. Non-smoking is auto. Okay. Got it.
Level 80 and clear for visual approach 04.
Oh, 180. And they completely ignored what I said. Climb flight level 180, Iberia 3475. I read it incorrectly, but it said nothing.
Iberia 3475, confirm new cruise altitude flight level 180.
No. Oh gosh. Negative. Iberia 3475. Oh, I guess it did just misread. I said 280, but it read it as 180 anyway, and then it thought I was requesting. Alright, well, we'll give it the benefit of the doubt there. Voice recognition with AI is much better than it used to be, but still pretty poor. It's very quiet in the cockpit for some reason. cabin announcements turned off. Well, I don't know. Seems like it was...
Iberia 3475.
What's up, Axeman?
Contact Zurich radar 126.225. Bye-bye.
126.225, Iberia 3475. Radar, good evening, Iberia 3475. Climbing to flight level 180.
Service. We'd like to remind you that we accept card payments as well as cash. You can find our Sky menu in the seat pocket in front of you. Please remain seated while we
flight
serve
level
you.
370.
If you need
Iberia
anything,
3475.
please don't hesitate to ask one of our cabin crew members. Thank you. Ahora estamos iniciando nuestro servicio a bordo. Te recordamos que aceptamos pagos con tarjeta además de efectivo. Puede encontrar nuestro menú Sky en el bolsillo del asiento frente a usted. Por favor, permanezca sentado mientras le atendemos. Si necesitas algo, no dudes en preguntar a uno de nuestros miembros de la tripulación de cabina. Gracias.
We'll just sit in the back here for a little while. Looks like a pretty nice looking cabin too, actually. I might turn around a bit. Go for a little walk. Maybe I should stand up first. There we go. There was something on the wing. Oh no! Let's check. I don't see it. Maybe it was the other wing, but this one's the one with the nicer views right now. Actually, this is where the sun, this is facing west, the right seat. Yeah, the lighting, actually, this is quite, like, I'm surprised. We have, obviously there's a lot of rain below us, behind us, everywhere. A little bit of clearing over in that direction, which is kind of in the direction of Spain-ish. But I would assume that at some point here we're going to be climbing high enough above these clouds. We're only at 21,600 feet right now, so we've got another almost 16,000 feet to go. So we should get some nice blue skies above the clouds at some point, I would think. Actually, it seems like the weather in Spain is quite nice. I'll have a quick look. Wind calm. Lots of visibility, 21 degrees. Sounds very pleasant. So I suspect we're going to be getting some, yeah, the rain in Spain falls mostly on the plains. We will hopefully get some nicer weather here soon. I was going to check. Some settings. I think it's under... Obvious failures. We don't want to hit any of those by accident. Sim settings now? Alright. We'll bring up our route here. We've got quite a ways to go. Yeah, this is a nicer map for this. So let's see, we should be able to. If there wasn't all these clouds, we'd probably be able to see the Alps somewhere down there on the left, out the left side window. As it is, all we see is a bunch of clouds. On the outside, we can't see anything. So we're getting shaken around a little bit too. See how our first officer over here is doing.
3475, contact Geneva radar 125.55, bye-bye.
125.55, Iberia 3475, thank you. Radar Iberia 3475, climbing to flight level 370.
Iberia 3475, Geneva radar, radar contact.
It might be tough to get to 37,000 feet. We might be a wee bit heavy for it. We'll see.
112 Echo, bonjour, direct transport, Kilo 527. That's our full call, full service transaction, 113 Echo.
Bonjour, Kramer 013, maintain level 430 to Lucille.
Level 40... Sorry, can you say again?
It is Kramer 013, level 430 to Lucille.
It's starting to get a little bit brighter out here, which tells me that we should be breaking through these rainy clouds soon. Okay, maybe the contrails are actually a different opinion. Yeah, they are. They don't look too bad.
Between 101, Stockholm, Mobile, number 12273, 12273, Latitude 101, au revoir. Flight 9726, contact over 7125.
Oh, I'm seeing some clouds below us. Maybe we'll get some... We're almost at cruise altitude, so probably not going to get any clearer than this for a little bit until we leave France, maybe?
Good day to you. This is the Barajas 257 Hotel. Can I set level 140 to go looking for
Iberia 3475, contact Marseille control 120.85.
120.85, Iberia 3475. Center Iberia 3475 with you climbing to flight level 370. If we can make it there.
Iberia 3475, Marseille control, radar contact.
This 112, currently direct to Ischia. Ischia 1612. Confirm direct F4. Ja, genau, F4. F4.
Iberia 3475, contact Marseille control 124.5.
Marseille control 124.75, Iberia 3475.
Negative, Marseille control on 124.5.
124.5, Iberia 3475. Marseille control, good evening. Iberia 3475, almost at flight level 370.
Iberia 3475, Marseille control, radar contact.
Alright, we made it to 370. And it's kind of like blue sky-ish out there. This is a cool shot. I know it's not my fancy camera work, it's just such a cool angle in this airplane. Just I think the rain is behind us now, so...
we are now starting our in-flight shopping service. Today we have a special offer for you. If you buy 2 perfumes, you will get a 10% discount on the 3rd one. On this flight, we highly recommend latest fragrances from our collection. You can find our shopping catalog in the seat pocket in front of you. We accept card payments as well as cash. Damas y caballeros, ahora estamos iniciando nuestro servicio de compras a bordo. Hoy tenemos una oferta especial para ti. Si compras 2 perfumes, obtendrás un 10% de descuento en el tercero. En este vuelo recomendamos encarecidamente las últimas fragancias de nuestra colección. Puede encontrar nuestro catálogo de compras en el bolsillo del asiento frente a usted. Aceptamos pagos con tarjeta y también en efectivo.
Bit of a bumpy ride. Back here. Well, SimBrief seems to have been way wrong on how long this flight's going to take. It's going to take like an extra hour and a half. Or maybe an extra hour at least. Oh well, whatever. We don't have anything else to do tonight, I guess.
Iberia 3475, contact Marseille, control 130.85.
130.85, Iberia 3475. I'm going to switch this to auto respond here. Center Iberia 3475, flight level 370.
Iberia 3475, Marseille control identified.
Yankee Romeo and ready to descend to flight 2290 level by radio. When ready, descend to flight 290 to be level by radio on 17 Yankee Romeo. Running Bulgaria 432, contact running 127.310, goodbye. 127.310, Bulgaria 432, bye. So Leno, can you 2100 level 400? Yeah, 2100, this good morning, so 2762. 2762, can you 200?
I wanted to see if I have...
Lufthansa 966 Echo, connect Swiss radar 132.615, goodbye. Okay, C2, 615, Lufthansa 966 Echo, bye-bye.
Let's control. Control 9, 7, 2, and 8. So what, 3, 4, 5 are available? 3? Okay. I'm actually going to use this.
It's me again. I just wanted to share some information with you. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 36,000 feet at a speed of 720 kilometers per hour. The weather in Madrid is sunny, with a temperature of 36 degrees. The rest of the flight should be smooth. In case of any questions, please don't hesitate to ask one of our cabin crew members. Thank you, and enjoy the flight. Damas y caballeros, este es el capitán. Quería compartir algo de información contigo. Actualmente estamos volando a una altitud de 36.000 pies a una velocidad de 720 kilómetros por hora. El clima en Madrid es soleado, con una temperatura de 36 grados. El resto del vuelo debería transcurrir sin incidentes. Si tiene alguna pregunta, consulte a uno de los miembros de nuestra tripulación. Gracias y que tengas un buen vuelo.
Okay, so I'm going to use 6, I think. I like having a view that is kind of like this on the cockpit, because it gives like a really nice overview of not just... It gives like a really nice overview for just sitting and cruising, if you will. So I'm going to make this 6, I think I said. And... put this here. There we go. So now I've got my regular view, I've got the MCDU, I've got the tablet, and that's not at all how I saved the tablet. Okay, there we go. What was that? That was weird. So it came from here. Huh. And that's a nice little view. Well, we're just cruising. Can I see everything? More importantly, you guys can see everything.
I'm 082 Foxtrot, line 121-440, bye-bye. 121-440, time and 082 Foxtrot, Lufthansa for Hotel Romeo, call line radar 132405. Lufthansa 11 kilo, please. You requested landing. Yes, or 39 left. Roger, direct to K-North, and I call you back for flight. Lufthansa 11 kilo, direct K-North, and we are maintain level 3. Kenya 2100, contact ground 128885. Bye-bye. 128885, Kenya 2100. Lufthansa flight number 390. Lufthansa 11 kilo, flight number 390. good afternoon, good morning, and return 1 X-ray November, we'll be at 360.
And Delta 1 X-ray November, hello, direct to Beno.
Direct to Beno, Central, return 1 X-ray November.
And will you be able to level 370 before Beno?
Stand by.
Good day, Hotel Kilo Hotel 1 flight 2507 to Monet.
Hungary 1, hello, identified. Follow the morning 3 Mike arrival and call back for descent.
Following morning 3 Mike arrival, Hotel Kilo Hotel 1, thank you.
Kenya 2100.
Kenya 2100, did you check with advance control 128835?
Roger, 128835, Kenya 2100.
Good morning, Delta Charlie Island November, sending flight 190, level descent, Bravo Lima Mike.
Delta Whiskey November, low direct to people, free rate, descent of flight level 130.
Direct people, free rate, descending flight level 130, Delta Whiskey November.
Delta Whiskey November, call arrival 120750, please.
120750, Delta Whiskey November, 5.
Good day, Mr. Jet 453, climbing flight level 450, North Albany.
Mr. 453, hello, direct to Beno.
Beno, Mr. Jet 453.
Juliet, call top opening 0851. Okay, 2085, 960, please. Hello, 969 Hotel, I identify Glistening 4 low, flying to Adolfo Suárez Madrid and bustling nestled.
go low time, flight level 340 and return to 38, 0 to 969 thanks.
Roger.
Now 793, approaching the airport of flight level 380.
Yeah, 793, hello, identify.
Scandinavian 51 Papa, request descent.
Station 51 Papa, descent level 260, level 15 miles before you.
Descent 260 to be 725 miles before Easter, and 51 Papa.
15 knots fine.
Okay, 50 miles.
Hello, Hotline 6673, level 340, inbound Barbados.
Hello, identify, flying level 370.
Tampa level 370, Hotline 6673.
Scandinavian 51 Papa, confirm it's flight level 260, 15 miles via Echo Lima.
51 Papa, correct.
Iberia 3475, contact Bordeaux, control 125.375, have a good afternoon.
Contact Bordeaux, control 125.375, Iberia 3475. Bordeaux control, Iberia 3475. Good afternoon, flight level 370.
Iberia 3475, Bordeaux control identified.
Joe Cafe 216, flight level 350. Cafe 216, hello, identify, that's all good. Hamburg 315 Charlie, call from 132085. Fine.
31 Charlie, say again please.
132085.
132085, Hamburg 315 Charlie, bye bye.
Hello, Lufthansa 4 Papa Hotel, flight level 360. Hello, 4 Papa Hotel, contact Alas.
Departure Lufthansa 4 Papa Hotel.
This is 125 Bravo, descent ready level 280.
And ready, descent flight level 280, switch 125 Bravo.
Control, you had it at 59, checking on 320.
That is 59, good afternoon, ready contact
Direct Army.
Direct Army, Alpha 59.
Germania 3516, climb level C60.
Germania 3516, climb level C60.
Google the AC8, hold on, C315.
C315, right.
Tango, hold on, 955.
Please Tango, 955. Stop.
Line 24 Golf, modification success, hold on, 35960.
135960 and direction 59. Go back.
Sergeant 29 November, over Moco, contact radio on 5583, ready to service terminate, bye-bye.
Radio 5583, over Moco, 29 November, goodbye.
Orange 369 over Moco, contact radio on 5583, ready to service terminate, bye-bye.
583, have a nice day, Orange 369.
It is 31, climb path level 350.
350, United 31.
Good morning, Oscar 903, heavy level 300, GPLC, we're inbound to Stomach.
Metro 2842, stop sign button 350. Stop sign 350, cancel train.
American 151 over Limerick, contact radio on 6547, ready to service terminate, good day.
This is 6547, American 151, good day.
American 151 on 6947. American 151 still be shot.
So we're just about to hit the ETP, the equal time point, I think, which is essentially the halfway point of the flight. Long story short, we're not going to be landing within the next 20 minutes, unfortunately. So that's okay. We'll get to watch the nice sunset here for the next 20 minutes. And then I shall land the plane myself. Sit here, this is a nice view.
Victor Golf 6991, climb out 380. Get here, following the velocity 791.
Iberia 3475, contact Bordeaux Control 121.25.
Contact Bordeaux Control 121.25, Iberia 3475. Bordeaux Control, Iberia 3475, flight level 370.
Iberia 3475, Bordeaux Control identified.
Prado. ETA is going to be beyond the end of the stream, unfortunately. We are currently... How much more do we have to go? We've got too far to go and not enough time to do it. I think Simbrief either lied to me or I just really looked at the numbers wrong. We are... let's check the progress page. Is it not on... It was showing to me before. That's weird. In any case, 2049, so it is currently... Look at the clock. Where is it? It'll likely be an ILS approach. It's still over an hour to go, but I've only got 15 minutes left in the stream, so we're not actually going to be able to do the landing today. Which is a bit of a bummer. But I think I'm expecting an ILS approach, which is going to be nice. Yeah. It's a nice plane. It just, the Airbus is so easy to fly. It's just, there's just not much to it. It's so straightforward. And we get a really nice sunset to look at here, which is also pretty cool. Next flight I'm going to do the 777 again after it got a big update today, so we'll see what that's all, how that's all shaken about. I'll probably find that tomorrow, not on the stream though, just for funsies, Friday night flights. Yep. Could actually do with some snacks. Unfortunately, there's nobody to actually bring me a little bit of something to eat here. But the Boeings have yolks, the Airbuses don't, I think is what you meant to say. Though I do like flying the yokes almost better in some way because I have a very fancy yoke, like a force feedback yoke, so I always feel a little sad when I don't get to use it in an Airbus. But that's alright. It does, right? Like the flight stick in the Airbus feels very much like just a very lovely sort of casual hold on to this thing and just nudge it a little bit. But it does admittedly feel much easier. No, I don't have any actual real-world flying qualifications whatsoever. I just pretend to be a pilot in the sim. I'm not sure. Maybe a little bit later in life as a hobby, you know? I guess it's never too late to do that. It's not going to be a career for me, that's for sure. I'm beyond that, and well, maybe not necessarily. I could still do it, but it's not really my career path. But I think it might be something for fun, a little Cessna or something like that in retirement. That would be cool. Yeah, it's not terribly difficult, no. You just gotta have the time and money to do it. That's all. And of course you actually have to, you know, it's one of those things that if you do get it, you have to either join like some sort of a flying club or something so that you can fly a plane, because owning a plane is very, very expensive, of course. And then you actually also have to do it, right? Like, there's not much point to go flying like twice a year, so... See if we can catch the last little bit of the sun here on the back of the cabin. The middle of the cabin, rather.
Iberia 3475, contact Bordeaux, control 120.3, have a good afternoon.
Contact Bordeaux, control 120.3, Iberia 3475. Bordeaux control, Iberia 3475, good afternoon, flight level 370.
Charlie, good day, identified.
Iberia 3475, Bordeaux control, radar contact.
Condor 212, good day, identified, confirm next point after Metro.
Next is 48 North, 20 West, Condor 212.
Thank you. Austrian 89er, flight level 330.
Canada 330, Austrian 89er.
driver 360, Mark 1 Charlie.
Lufthansa 400, continue present heading.
Heading, Lufthansa 400.
Virgin 137352, climbing 360, like to leave 370 for as late as possible for direct. Hello.
Virgin 137, hello to you, that's fine, Roger.
United 53 over Dinham, contact radio on 5598, radio service terminal. Good day.
98, thank you.
Shamrock 1 up Charlie, continue present heading.
Present heading 280, Mark Charlie.
American 717, good day, identified. KLM 757 over Moco, contact radio on 5583, radio service terminates, bye-bye.
Go 5583, goodbye, Kennel, departure.
Good morning, United 947, flight level 320.
United 947, good day, identified.
Delta 285 control, good day to you, identified and continue heading.
We'll maintain present heading and Delta 285 is ready for the 320 whenever you're able.
Delta 285, climb to flight level 320.
Departing 280 for 320, Delta 285.
Alpha 1546 and Dinham, cross Dinham 1246 or earlier.
1246 or earlier, we copy that, 28154.
Delta 131 channel restriction cross Mallet 1247 or later.
47 now, or later, Delta 131.
Twilight 218 restriction cross Mallet 1244 or later.
244 or later, 518.
After in London, jet speed 963410. Jet speed 9063, control, good afternoon. Identified to Mallet direct.
Right.
Lufthansa 919 level 300 heading to Hotel Zero.
Lufthansa 9919, now again identified.
From level 190 on Costola.
190 to Suárez, 27 channel 1.
Iberia 3475, contact Madrid Center 118.275.
Contact Madrid Center 118.275, Iberia 3475. Madrid Center, Iberia 3475, flight level 370.
Iberia 3475, Madrid Center identified.
4675, flight level 350. Bonjour, can be 4675, direct Alpha Golf November.
Direct Alpha Golf November.
Thanks for the follow, Ruffle. Sorry, I was just away from the flight deck for a moment, back in the washroom. It's getting dark much faster than I thought it would. I don't think we missed anything from ATC. No, we still got a little ways to go here. Gonna be a late stream, I guess. Should look at SimBrief to see how I managed to misjudge the flight time so much by like an hour.
Ryanair 45 Tango Alpha, proceed to Netco and call the approach on 129.3.
For 129.3, direct to Netco, Ryanair 45 Tango Alpha.
Yeah, SimBrief told me airtime 157, walk time 225. Now I know we spent half an hour on the ground, but I still feel like it was wrong by a good at least half an hour, 45 minutes with its estimate, which is very strange. The wind that it estimated seems to be pretty accurate. It was estimating 246, 76 knots. We had 76 knots earlier, we have 58 now, so that's pretty much on par. So I don't know. Seems like something somewhere wasn't quite right.
Foxtrot 0902, contact 125 decimal 105, bye-bye.
125 decimal 105, confirm running correct. Beautiful, Lima, descend over 350. Beautiful, 350, 54 is stable. Beautiful, Lima, contact 133 decimal 580, goodbye. 58, beauty, 4 Lima,
Italia 0 uniform, contact 124 decimal 065, bye-bye.
124.065, Italia 0 uniform, thanks, fine.
Voltaire 13 Fox uniform, bonjour, descent level 150.
Descending level 150, Voltaire 13 Fox uniform.
Italia 6 Alpha Yankee, Canada 370.
Planet 370, Yankee, Alpha Yankee.
Iberia, 3475, Madrid Center. Expect us 3 Zulu, runway 32 right. TERS 3 Zulu, runway 32 right, Iberia 3475.
Okay, what? Huh. You're gonna put in the ILS whiskey 32, right? TERS 3 Zulu Star. If I'm looking at my chart, I know we should have the rugby transition, most likely. Oh. Okay. Oh. We didn't have an arrival in yet. That's why it looked like it was going to take so long. Okay, so maybe Simbrique wasn't as far off as I thought then. Let's enter the destination data then. We can get that from the tablet. 1016, 22 degrees. Degrees. The wind, according to Navigraph, which I'm just looking up over here, wind is calm. And our chart.
Iberia 3475, test 3 Zulu, runway 32 right. Report ready for descent.
Iberia 3406, descent level 330, non-standard level, due to traffic.
Descent level 330,
Minimum, so let's do 2000.
Iberia 3475, test 3 Zulu, runway 32 right. Report ready for descent.
Interesting that the auto-respond doesn't work on that.
Terrace 3 Zulu, runway 32 right, call when ready. Iberia 3475.
What are we going to do after that?
I'm going to transfer you in 4 minutes with control, and they will give you
So we're all set
about your route.
for the land, our descent here.
Go there for the time being.
So we're going to Golf.
Can wait a little bit before we actually call for ready.
Right now, American 719. Thank you.
Iberia 3475, descend to flight level 150. Descend to flight level 150, Iberia 3475.
Yankee Zulu, proceed direct to Banner.
Terrace to Banner, Chevron, 14 Yankee Zulu, thank you.
For X-ray Lima, contact 132.265, bye-bye.
132.265, a bit for X-ray Lima 1. Descent level 240, rate of descent 2006 minimum.
Level 240, 2006 minimum, so we're there to 813.
Wait 13, contact 135 decimal 240, goodbye.
135 decimal 240, over there to 813, controlling.
Connect 16 Romeo, flight level 360 pass.
Connect 16 Romeo, bonjour, confidential.
That's clear, Connect 16 Romeo. Connect 16 Romeo, requested flight level 380 is available.
Stand by.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. You may now move around the cabin, but we recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened while seated in case of unexpected turbulence. Damas y caballeros, el capitán ha desactivado la señal de cinturón de seguridad. Ahora puedes moverte por la cabina, pero te recomendamos que mantengas abrochado el cinturón de seguridad mientras estás sentado en caso de turbulencias inesperadas.
Hello, this is your captain speaking. We had to turn on the seatbelt sign due to some light turbulence ahead. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. Hola, les habla su capitán. Tuvimos que encender la señal de cinturón de seguridad debido a unas ligeras turbulencias más adelante. Por favor, regresen a sus asientos y abróchense los cinturones.
Milky 7 Juliet Delta, contact the 133.65 today.
133.635, Beauty 7 Juliet Delta, alright?
We should be catching up on our descent path here. It's funny because ATC was like, tell us when you're ready to go, and 30 seconds later they're like, okay, I guess you're ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting our descent into Madrid. Please follow the instructions of the cabin crew as we prepare for landing. Thank you. Señoras y señores, iniciamos nuestro descenso hacia Madrid. Siga las instrucciones de la tripulación de cabina mientras nos preparamos para el aterrizaje. Gracias.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you heard from our captain, we are starting our descent. Please make sure that your seatbelt is fastened and your seat back and tray table are in the upright position. We will collect any remaining service items in a few minutes. Thank you. Damas y caballeros, como les dijo nuestro capitán, estamos iniciando nuestro descenso. Asegúrese de que su cinturón de seguridad esté abrochado y que el respaldo del asiento y la bandeja estén en posición vertical. Recogeremos los artículos de servicio restantes en unos minutos. Gracias.
Diego, Kilo November over Milanet at 5,000 feet.
Kilo November has copied. What are your intentions now?
I'm trying to follow the course line to San Galvin and Diego, Kilo November.
That's copied.
Information. This is Golf Tango, Yankee Bravo at
2,800 feet, routing to Cosmos.
Golf Tango Hotel Yankee Bravo, information low QNH 1020 hectopascals.
QNH 1020 hectopascal, Golf Tango Hotel Yankee Bravo.
Good afternoon. It's Golf Charlie Lima Mike X-ray calling here at the moment. We have QNH 1020 flying at 53,000 and overhead yield. Room from the waterport.
Golf Charlie Lima Mike X-ray information low QNH check. Can you just confirm that altitude again you were clipped?
That's 2,500 at the moment, climbing to 3,000.
Golf Charlie Lima Mike X-ray, that copied one item of traffic opposite direction to the Waterford zone.
Yeah, still flying, Rumpo. I miscalculated, or SimBrief lied to me. And because I wasn't able to finish the flight yesterday, I really have to finish it today. So we're burning the Spanish midnight oil here. But we are on descent now, so like another 20 minutes or so. And I thought about finishing the flight off stream, but I was like, what's the difference? Why? I'll just keep it on. The only person upset about this flight taking longer is Lily. She keeps circling here.
Golf Charlie Lima Mike X-ray, overhead under one.
Golf Mike X-ray, copy, standby. Golf Kilo November, you contact approach now 119.9, right? Golf Kilo November.
Go ahead, Golf Kilo November.
Okay, you can switch it now 119.9, right?
119, Golf Kilo November.
Charlie Lima Mike X-ray, contact Waterford now 129.85, right?
900.85 for tower, Golf Charlie Lima Mike X-ray.
Golf Tango Hotel Yankee Bravo, contact 119.9, good day.
Contact 119.9, Golf Tango Hotel Yankee Bravo.
717 Hotel Sierra.
Right, sir.
Which is 3 miles to run to Connaught, and we'll be overflying the airfield, and then we'll call you climbing back out and turning back to Abishul, 717 Hotel Sierra.
That's copied. The Northern fuel H now 10166 Pascal.
1016, 717 Hotel Sierra. November 717 Hotel Sierra, 2,600 feet level now, direct back to Abishul, estimating 14 minutes.
November 717 Hotel Sierra, that's copied. No known traffic on route to effect. You can report leaving frequency at Abishul.
Hotel Sierra, how do you read it?
717 Hotel Sierra, read you 5, how many?
Read 5, we have 11 minutes back to Abishul, thanks for your help, we're going to pre-call them at 1226 if that's okay.
November 177 Hotel Sierra, that's all copy, no problem, and no known traffic on route to effect.
Sorry, good evening, 717 Hotel Sierra. Delta, Florida, very good day, identified. Three Delta, contact Scottish Control now, goodbye.
Scottish over 43 Delta, 12727, goodbye.
Ave.
Information, Echo India Golf Kilo November, would it be possible to route to you and do some ground angling over there?
Golf Kilo November, Roger, that's approved, and no known traffic to effect it.
Thank you all approved, Echo India Golf Kilo November.
Golf Kilo November, contact approach 119er, decimal 9er, bye-bye.
119er, decimal 9er, Echo India Golf Kilo November, bye-bye.
Iberia 3475, descend to flight level 140.
Flight level 140, Iberia 3475.
Flight information, Echo India, Charlie Delta.
Echo India, Charlie Delta, information, good day, Unit 1021, thanks for calling,
1021, would you stand your F-band to the south? We're currently 2,000 feet, we'd like to clock 3,000 feet. Actually, we'll make it 4,000 feet.
We'd like to carry out the RNP approach for runway 5 if available. Okay, stand by, we'll advise. With the India Charlie does next time 4,000 feet cruise control estimate. Clear to climb at 4,000 feet, leaving 2,000 feet, 1021. India Charlie does. Thank you. Echo India, India, Charlie Delta, contact approach 119 or decimal 9 or bye-bye. Approach 1199, cheers, Charlie Delta.
Observation, good afternoon, American Sir, Golf India Victor, confirm.
Golf India Victor, India November, information, good day, QNH 1021 hectopascal, the plan system.
021, we're about 4 miles southwest of Atoy, this time 1,500 feet high in the system from Macron.
Iberia 3475, descend to 12,000 feet, QNH 1016.
Okay, stand by.
13,000 feet, QNH 1016, Iberia 3475.
Negative, descend to 12,000 feet.
12,000 feet, Iberia 3475.
Iberia 3475, contact Madrid, approach 127.1.
Approach 127.1, Iberia 3475. Approach Iberia 3475, descending to 12,000 feet.
Iberia 3475, verify information November.
We have November, Iberia 3475.
Iberia 3475, verify information November.
We have information November on board. Iberia 3475.
Iberia 3475, Madrid approach. QNH 1016, expect the ILS Whiskey runway 32 right with the route B transition.
Expecting ILS Whiskey 32 right with a RID-B transition, Iberia 3475.
Negative. QNH 1016.
QNH 1016, Iberia 3475. Like, we get it. I don't know why Beyond ATC is that crazy. Now, they just said expect, right? They didn't clear me for it? Okay.
Geneva 105, descent to level 160, direct course, code 512.
Alpine 7105, bonjour, descent Central 140, expect vector for the ILS 22.
Descent 140, expect vector for runway 22, Alpine 7105. Speed 180 knots or less, contact timer 118.07, goodbye.
180 left, contacting tower lock, 6 style, both for us.
Sorry.
Me kind of high here, ATC.
Geneva, bonjour, correction 504 Yankee with you, descending level 160, approaching Nemo.
Correction 504 Yankee, bonjour, descent level 130, expect the ILS runway 04.
Descent level 130, expect the ILS 04, correction 504 Yankee.
Iberia 3475, descent to 8,000 feet.
Descent 8,000 feet, Iberia 3475.
Iberia 3475, cleared direct Rugby. Cross Rugby at or above 8,000 feet. Cleared ILS Whiskey runway 32 right.
Cleared direct Rugby, cross Rugby at 8,000 feet or above. Cleared ILS 32 Whiskey right, 32 right. Iberia 3475. Boy, I butchered that all kinds of ways. And it still got it? Okay. I said all the right words at some point, I guess. That means we're cleared, which means I can get all the way down to 5,000.
Kilojet, reduce speed 180 knots, Suárez. Reduce 180 left, speed 5 kilojet, dispatch. Descent to flight level 150. Descending flight level 150, you want 628 Juliet. Descent 4,000 feet. Jet 4,000 feet, and 944. Geneva arrivals, hello, Emirates 89 heavy, descending flight level 160, inbound go left, 8 information, Delta.
Emirates 89 heavy, bonjour, descent level 140, expect ILS approach runway 22.
Descending flight level 140, expecting ILS runway 22, Emirates 89.
Expect
Alright, we're back on profile, things are looking good. I'm going to mess with something I probably shouldn't be messing with during the approach, but I do need to tweak this, I think. Can I move this up a bit? That's better.
35 hotel, descent to flight level 80.
Descent level 80, over 1%. Granite from above, now passing 3,000 to 12,000 kilo to Lima.
China 869 by Lufthansa, Shadows of Budapest, China, flight climb flight level 180.
Level 180, Rana 86. Southeast now clear the mic. Just confirm, shall we maintain heading or can we fly to Indy?
Okay, fly heading 040.
Roger, heading 040, that's now clear the mic.
Flying 93 Bravo 5, representing position. Just heading up and entry about.
Zurich request for position. American 930 off, descent flight level 100. Descent flight level 100, over 100 Zurich.
Alpine 7105, continue on propelling and expect 90 feet.
Continue for heading on 40 miles over here, Alpine 7105.
Flaps 1. And on the approach. 2 autopilots. We will let it do an auto land because I don't have my yoke working. So it's been a while since I've done an auto land in the Airbus. I just did one in the 737 or maybe the 777 the other last week, so gotta stay current. Lights up star, Lodestar. Flaps 2 and gear down. That's kind of a cool view. So is this.
Cabin crew, take your seats for landing.
What is Bubbletron, Rumpo?
Iberia 3475, contact Barajas Tower 119.5.
119.5, Iberia 3475. Tower Iberia 3475, inbound ILS 32 right.
Iberia 3475, Barajas Tower, continue.
Continue, Iberia 3475. Flaps 3. Oh, Shacknews browser-based game. Okay, I'll have to check that out. That sounds like a good game to play when you've got some time to kill. Let me just open that up on my phone while I'm on short final here. Combine 3 ideas at the market. Okay, that's not at all what I was expecting. Web 3, hand sanitizer, and for those hard to reach places. Cloud-based hand sanitizer for those hard-to-reach places. Let's see how that hits the market. This is actually kind of fun. Interesting.
Iberia 3475, wind calm, runway 32 right, clear.
I feel like it gave me the results for something different than what I chose from the thing. Clear to land, runway 32 right, Iberia 3475. Alright, landing gear is down, signs are on, cabin is ready, spoilers are armed, flaps are full. Maybe I will land this one after all. Korean barbecue hand sanitizer. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. That's gotta be... I don't know if that's $1 million idea, but that's not a bad idea. Alright, autopilot off. The Airbus is so stable. Final, it's quite nice. I still landed very hard. For some reason I can't butter the Phoenix at all. I don't know what it is, but...
$500.
Short 456, please to land runway 11 with 150 degrees 9.5.
Runway 100. Minimum.
Continue.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Landing time logged.
Lufthansa 5 from Seville, wind 120 degrees, 10 knots, runway 15, clear for takeoff, when airborne contact 128.05, danke, auf Wiedersehen.
That's 500, will it clear for takeoff?
Iberia 3475, exit left at Kilo 5.
Left at Kilo 5, Iberia 3475.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Madrid. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign has been turned off. Please make sure you have all your personal belongings with you before you leave the aircraft. On behalf of the crew, I would like to thank you for flying with us today. We hope you had a pleasant flight and we look forward to welcoming you on board again soon. Bienvenido a Madrid. Permanezca sentado con el cinturón de seguridad abrochado hasta que el avión se detenga por completo y se apague la señal de cinturón de seguridad. Asegúrese de tener todas sus pertenencias personales consigo antes de abandonar el avión. En nombre de la tripulación, me gustaría agradecerle por volar con nosotros hoy. Esperamos que haya tenido un vuelo agradable y esperamos darle la bienvenida a bordo nuevamente.
Iberia 3475, gate 562 taxi via Kilo Alpha, gate 14, Echo Bravo.
Gate 562 via Kilo Alpha, gate 14, Echo Bravo, Iberia 3475.
Negative, taxi via Kilo Alpha, gate 14, Echo Bravo.
Yeah, we can't taxi via a gate, bro.
Gate 562 taxi via Kilo Alpha, gate 14 Echo Bravo, Iberia 3475.
It's one thing where Beyond ATC still falls over pretty much every time. Oh god, there's so many gates here. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna scroll all the way to gate 56, whatever it was, 564. Actually, let's not do that. Let's, do we get a taxi map here too? We do, okay. That's kind of nice actually. We'll just leave this up here on the side. Oh, get the APU started. Thanks for the follow, Juan Mateos. 12. Catching us just at the very... I really like this taxi map, actually. I gotta make more use of that. It's very useful. Especially at airports where you have no idea where gates are. I also appreciate that it didn't send me way across to like the far end of the world. Is it this turn here? Nope, it's not this turn. It's the next one. I should have seen that actually. Did you turn all the lights off? I did not turn all the lights off. I turned some of the lights off. We still have a bunch of lights on. Well, we have the taxi light on still, which is still very blinding if you're looking for a light. Nope, and I think our gate is right here, 564, yep. I don't know if it was this one. Close enough, I think this is it. Hi, Axeman, yeah, I made it. We are only 50 minutes late, so pretty much on schedule. For airlines these days. Gate 564, welcome to Madrid. Park and brake, engines off. Taxi light off. Beacon off. Seatbelts off. Let's let everybody go nuts in the back, try to get off this plane. And it requested the boarding as well. I am not going to stick around for that though, because it is very late and I've got a very upset cat that is like, dude, you're 50 minutes late. But thanks for checking back in, Axeman. Thanks to everybody else that hung out for a bit today. And thanks, Rumpo, for the time and for letting me know about Bubbletron.com, Shacknews browser-based
Please remember
game,
to
which
take
I hadn't
all your
seen
personal
before.
belongings with you. Make sure you have everything you brought on board. Thank you. Hemos llegado a la puerta. Recuerde llevar consigo todas sus pertenencias personales.
Make sure two
que tengas un lindo día.
That I actually end these flights and record them, which I tend to forget. Especially in on-air, a very hard landing, but that's okay. We got there. So, thanks everybody for watching. I'll be back next week. I'm not sure what we're going to play yet. We might, probably we're going to do some more Farming Simulator next week, is what I think. But we will determine that next week. So I will see you then. Thanks for tuning in. Take care, everyone.